What's up, everybody? You Rock the Red here, back with another episode of Gaming News Weekly. Back from a vacation, relaxed, rested, and ready to talk video game news with y'all. So let's do it. First up, our new releases from last week. Let's talk about Where the Heart Leads. Now, this is a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game. Came out July 13th. I had to include this one. It's so strange. It looks so cool, and it's really hard to explain. Basically, you are a character and you've fallen into a sinkhole. You went in to save your dog, and in this sinkhole, there's this crazy, surreal, watercolor-looking world, and it's made up of your past, present memories as well as your future. And you have to make these choices to try to figure out how you want your life to shape out. There's thousands of choices. There's dozens of different endings. It's a really, really cool narrative adventure. And, I haven't had a chance to check it out, but the reviews they're okay. They're saying the idea is great. Execution might need a little bit more work, but the idea is what drew me in, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out at some point. All right, and next up, F1 2021 for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. This came out July 16th. It is the latest in the F1 series of racing games. This one brings a lot of new stuff to the table. There is a new story experience, 2-player career mode, 10-year My Team career. There's split screen. There's online multiplayer. It's got it all. 20 drivers, 10 teams ready to do the racing, go super duper fast, and win the cup. I'm not super familiar with F1. I know it's racing, and I know it's fast, but I'm going to need to play this game to get more of a feeling of what I'm missing out on. Also on July 16th, we got The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for Nintendo Switch. Now, this is a remake of the 2011 Wii game, complete with the motion controls that everybody loves, right? But now you have the choice to play with either motion controls or button controls, depending on what you want. I've heard great things about the motion controls. They still work really well. At times, annoying, I believe. As with all motion controls, it's like, if I want to fly, do I really need to flap my wings like a bird? But in this game, you do. So, it's up to you how you want to do it. But I did hear there are some downsides to the button controls as well. So, whatever you want to do, that's up to you. That's why they have the options. But otherwise, the game is reviewing really well. It's got updated visuals, 1080p, 60 frames per second while it's docked. And, get back in there, experience one of the best stories in the earliest story of the Legend of Zelda, right here with Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. All right, that's it for our new releases from last week. Let's jump into our news of the week, starting things off with a huge announcement. Valve has announced the Steam Deck. There were rumors about this a few months ago, and now it is official. They've announced their newest handheld gaming PC. Now, basically, this is just essentially a handheld PC. It's got all the features, and you could do pretty much everything with it. It's got a modified version of Valve's Steam operating system on it, but you can install Windows or Linux. It has a really nice console interface with easy navigation between all your Steam games, but it also does have these little trackpads underneath the thumbsticks that you can use as a mouse. It's got a 7-inch LCD screen, 1280 by 800 resolution with 60 hertz. Bluetooth support for devices like headphones and that sort of thing. It's got a micro SD port for extended storage. And speaking of storage, it's got 3 models that it comes with. The base model is $399 American, that's 64 gigabytes. The next model up is $529, that's 256 gigabytes. And the other one is $649, and that's 512 gigabytes. Now, it can also be docked to an external display, like a monitor or television, and basically just used as a small PC that is running game. But like I said before, you could pretty much do anything with it. You could put any third-party applications on there. So you could put emulators on there, you put Windows on it, and play Game Pass games. Like, the possibilities are endless with this thing. It's essentially just a handheld PC. So really exciting to see more news, more information as this develops. IGN has some great articles about it. They've had a handheld experience with it, and they're loving it so far. So really exciting. It's got me thinking about this is my chance to get into PC gaming right here, literally in the palm of my hand. So excited to hear more. Pre-orders be coming soon. They're trying to avoid a whole console release debacle like we've seen previously, and this will be coming out holiday 2021. So look out for more information as it develops. In other news, let's talk about video game delays. This was a big week for them. It was a bummer of a week. We got a delay for Just Cause Mobile. This is going to be coming out sometime in 2022. Basically, they said that they were affected by COVID and unfortunately had to push the game back. We also saw a delay for Ghostwire Tokyo. Very similar reason. This one is, the studio is in Japan, and Japan's in the midst of a pretty intense COVID situation. So in order to protect the health of its employees, they're pushing Ghostwire Tokyo back to early 2022. We also got a delay for Resident Evil Reverse, the multiplayer shooting game. This one also pushed back to 2022. This is the second time it's been delayed, and they're just looking to smooth the gameplay and create a better gameplay experience. It's not giving me a lot of hope for this Resident Evil multiplayer game. Not that I had much hope to begin with. I don't know who asked for a Resident Evil multiplayer game, but everybody that did buy the game, Resident Evil Village, has access to this at some point. So it sold a lot of units, so it's going to be a player base for it, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then last up, Warhammer 40K Dark Tide was also delayed to 2022. This is an Xbox and PC game, and they are stating that COVID has affected them, and they're looking to just polish the game and make it the best experience possible. So that might work out for this game. There are a lot. This is a 4-player co-op game, and there are a lot of those coming out next year. So maybe a push will help this one in the long run. But still bummer to see all these delays. Hopefully it's all for the best. All right, let's talk about some new game announcements we got. First one, didn't know I wanted it until I saw this trailer. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. This is basically just Smash Brothers, but with Nickelodeon characters. It's going to be out for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox XS, and Nintendo Switch. It's got single, multiplayer modes, 20 themed levels, tons of characters from SpongeBob, Real Monsters, Thornberries. It's got Powdered Toast Man. It's got just a ton of cool characters, Rugrats characters, and I'm sure a ton more to be announced because, there are some very popular characters from Nickelodeon missing here. So really exciting to see more of this as it comes out. Fall 2021 is the date for this bad boy. And hopefully the gameplay is good because they got a great lineup of characters. Look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Amazing. Great lineup of characters. So hopefully they can come through with the gameplay and make this an enjoyable Smash Brothers clone. And next up, Company of Heroes 3. We got a new trailer announcement for the next in this very popular series. This is a real-time strategy series centered around World War II. This one's set in the Mediterranean theater, and some few specific battles. And you can play a demo, basically, of it right now. So they're going to be introducing these slices of the game, and they're pretty big chunks where you could get in there and have a little bit of a play of the game. I've never played these games. I don't know what they're all about, but from my research on this, they're introducing a lot more. Not introducing. They're bringing back a lot more features from the first game, but then including some new features, a new tactical pause where you can pause the battle right there, input all your things, and just let it play out. So I know that's exciting to some people, and they're saying it's back to basics. So what made the first one so popular, heavy infantry and that sort of thing, is coming back in this. So if that makes sense to you, if anything I said sounds good, go to companyofheroes.com. You can sign up for the demo and start playing it right now. This one's not going to be coming out until late 2022. So so get your shot to give it a go right now. All right, and the last game announcement. This game looks pretty dope. Cataclysm Shards of the Four. Now, this has been out on PC for a little while. This is the console release announcement. So what it is, it's a procedurally generated collectible card game with RPG elements. Again, I'm just putting words out there. Don't know what they are, but I like all those words. I like RPGs. I like collectible card games. Procedurally generated, sure, sign me up. But this one's cool. It's got the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and death and all sorts of cool stuff. 240 cards, 40 artifacts, 6 biomes, full of enemies. Comes out August 13th. All right, that's it for Gaming News Weekly 45. I feel like this episode I've been rambling way more than I normally do. I'm tired from vacation. I'm going to bed. See you next week. Bye.